So, thank you for that intro, Ian. As you know, this is my first talk and a little bit terrified, but it's going to be fine. By the end of this session, hopefully you will learn a lot more about TikTok and know how you can use it. As we know, I'm addicted, so I'm going to tell you about it, and hopefully by the end you'll be willing to try it. Just a little to the side note, I've put a lot of GIFs in this presentation, and I've got a little challenge for you. I want you to take photos of your favourite, tweet me at beccasocial, which will be on my slides, and I'm going to secretly judge you on what your favourite GIFs are, so just keep that in mind throughout. So, as we know, I'm normally here at Sharing Social, but I'm also a social media manager for Base Creative. I'm a lifestyle blogger in my spare time. I love bullet journaling. I also have an obsession with guinea pigs. I have two, one called Wiggles and one called Piggles. And I'm now a TikTok addict. I know what you're thinking. Most people, when they hear the word TikTok, do this. And that is how I was when I first got it, I'm not going to lie. Especially when I told my friends, like, guys, have you heard about TikTok? They're like, Becca, no. It's very easy to dismiss the app straight away and think that it's just for kids, it's just another fad, it's just another trend, like, why do we need to pay attention to it? How is it valuable for us? And I'm going to tell you. So, I think about May last year at Social Day, curiosity started to get the better of me when I started to hear a lot more chit-chat about the app and how advertisers were using it. Then this happened. After downloading the app, when you first get it, it's very weird. You will be freaked out. And then slowly it gets you, and you become obsessed. And this happened. Like, I think for the whole of November, every day I'd go home and spend an hour on the app and had no social life, but, you know, this is great. When you get this, when you get the app, you will feel like, what is going on? What do I do? Why am I using this? And also, what's the point of it? So, first thing to note is that all the videos on TikTok are 15 to 60 seconds long. It's a very visual platform. They claim to make your day, and TikTok sells themselves as showing real people and real videos. So, this could be compared to Instagram, where everything's kind of polished to perfection and kind of this weird, warped view of reality. Everything's too perfect, kind of feels a bit Black Mirror. TikTok is kind of showing you the real side of things, and it's people just in their back garden, eating, doing funny things, and it does throw back to the Vine era of a few years ago. So, in the app, there are two main kind of avenues of how you might use it. If you're just passively viewing TikToks, two things to note are that every second counts on the app. If something doesn't hook your attention within the first second, you will swipe off. So bear that in mind if you're thinking about your own content that you could use either personally or for brands. It's also worth noting that there is a personalized feed. So as I said, when you first download it, the feed that you will have will be a bit strange. But I encourage you to like things, interact with people, follow some people, and then you'll have a following feed made up of content that you'll like, and the algorithm will begin to learn who you are. Here, this gives you a good indication of what the interface is like, which is kind of quite different to the other apps out there, especially Instagram. So at the top, you can see there's a following and for you tab. Then you can see the profile picture, the heart, which is for if you've liked it or not. You can comment, the share, and this actually shows an ad. So you can see how the call to action button appears as time goes on. So the longer you watch, the more emphasis they'll bring to a call to action button. So that's something to bear in mind if you're thinking about advertising on the platform. Who is using TikTok? The primary audience for TikTok is 13 to 24-year-olds. There are currently 500 million global active users on the platform. 5.4 million of those are active every month in the UK. So this is a huge audience available to you. Out of the UK audience, people using TikToks are spending 53 minutes on the app every day. When you consider how busy we are as people, how many other social media apps there are, Instagram used to suck all my time, people are spending a huge amount of time on TikTok, and it's something that you need to pay attention to. This is a good GIF. I want you to all take note. So the different types of content you can expect on TikTok is literally everything. If you can think of a niche, it will be on TikTok. The most popular ones are lip syncing, dancing, storytime videos, comedy sketches, cooking videos, cute pets, which is one of my favorites, travel, vlogs, literally anything you can think of will be on TikTok. So no matter what your niche is, whether that's personally or if you've got a product that you think might be advertised to the younger audiences, there will be people on TikTok ready to watch. So what do you need to know before you just throw all your money at the app? TikTok says that they are connecting brands today with the consumers of tomorrow. Thinking about the audience so far, it's worth noting that 66% of them are under 30 years old. TikTok is a really good gateway to target the young millennials and Generation Z. If you're familiar with paid social, so if you've run Facebook ads before, then the TikTok campaign structure will be as you expect. There's a campaign level, and then within that you can set up ad groups and different ads. The ad targeting is also very similar to Facebook. So you can set up audiences, you can save them, you can target by location, by language, by gender, by age, and by interest. So any of those different things like cooking, travel, you'll be able to target them. What are your objectives? There are two main objectives on TikTok. Consideration, so you can use this to drive traffic and increase your app installs. And then the other main one is conversions. So if you're using TikTok ads to drive people to make a purchase on your site. How much should you be expecting to spend on TikTok? If you're going to advertise, there's currently a minimum budget of $500 at campaign level and a minimum spend of $50 at ad group level. I think this is pretty standard, and I wouldn't run a Facebook campaign, for example, for a client for any less than this, but it's just something to bear in mind. If you do take this to clients and they're like, well, how much should I spend then? It's got to be at least this. What kind of creative should you think about when producing TikTok ads? As you know, and you've seen, TikTok is a primary visual platform, so it's really, really important that your videos are high resolution, high contrast, use as many bright colors as you can. You need to catch people's attention within the first couple of seconds, but it's worth noting that you need to stay in the safe zone. So here we've got three very similar variations. The only difference is the length of copy, so that will affect what your safe zone is. But the interface for TikTok, I feel, is a little bit cluttered, so you need to make sure whatever the focus of your content is right in the center of the screen, because you need to avoid the For You and the Following tabs and the profile, the like, the comment, the share button at the side as well. The copy really takes a back seat on TikTok. Less is more. It's best to just use a hashtag, or if you have a short slogan for your brand, you can use that. You've only got 12 to 100 characters to play with, and honestly, I don't think many people really look. You need to be drawing people in with your video instead. On TikTok, there are 4 main ad types currently. They include native in-feed ads, brand takeovers, hashtag challenges, and branded lenses. The first one I'm going to talk about is native in-feed ads. So these ads will appear as you're scrolling through, you're having a nice time. You'll see these sandwiched in between. This is an example of Maybelline. So they've just made a video, and they've actually used an influencer as well to promote their latest mascara. These ads are great at increasing brand awareness, and it's worth noting that this ad type actually has, at the moment, an average of 5% engagement rate. They also have a 1 to 3% average click-through rate. The next advert I want to talk about are brand takeovers. These are really, really powerful ads. When you open the TikTok app, you'll sometimes be met by a splash screen, and one of these adverts will run immediately. So you actually have an opportunity of a couple of seconds before the rest of the interface will appear. So that is your prime time when you want your main message to be there. This is an example of lastminute.com. I felt very targeted because I've just booked a holiday, and this is all I got for like too long. It's also worth noting with brand takeovers, they are called takeovers for a reason. Think about the content categories I told you about. For lastminute.com, they're in the travel category. If you decide to run a brand takeover, there will only be one ad shown in that category for the entire day. So lastminute.com's competitor would not show. They would have to pick a different day to advertise. So this is a really powerful tool within TikTok that could be used for so many things, and that's why I think you need to start using it for clients. These ads also have a great return. They've got 7 to 10% average click-through rate. The next one is a hashtag challenge. These are really unique to TikTok. What you've got here is when you're in the app, you can go on the discovery page and you can see at the top, Converse have bought that banner space. That will be there for 6 days. And what you've got to think about is how a user will use the app. They're going on TikTok, they want to make a TikTok, what can I make one about? They'll go on the discovery page, oh, okay, Converse are there, they've got a hashtag I can use, I'm going to make a video. What the user can then do is click through on the banner, they can be taken to a landing page, and they can see all of the videos using that hashtag at the moment, and they're ranked in terms of views. So this is a great way to guarantee going viral, which I think is very unique to the platform. You could have an account, let's say Prep made a TikTok account and they made a video about a sandwich every day. Because people know who they are, they would organically grow followers over time, but not everyone's going to jump on the hashtag. This means you've got like a 6-day window to encourage loads and loads of people, influencers, everyone to make a video and promote your brand. The final main ad type is branded lenses. These you'll be familiar with from other apps like Snapchat filters or Instagram story when you can put things on there. This is a great way to show off products if you've got, so Converse would be another good example. You could have an AR effect where when users use the app, they can try the shoes on before they buy. But this is very similar to what's already available on other apps like Snapchat and Instagram. Another way to advertise on TikTok is to encourage your users and influencers to promote on their own channels themselves. So this is some user-generated content. This should remind you, hopefully, of when you see Instagram posts with hashtag ad. This is the exact same thing. So here on the left, we've got this guy. A kind of trend on TikTok is to pour a drink into a cup and then tip the cup up at the end, and there's no liquid in it. Where's it gone? Somebody will be trying to drink it under the table. They're usually pretty funny. So Red Bull has paid this influencer to do that, but just use a can of Red Bull instead. And then the other TikTok here is from a gaming influencer. Really, really simple. All they've had to do is record their screen, and they've been paid to do that. So that's a way that you can just get your brand out there without having to have your own profile as well. On a serious note, I think most people, when they hear TikTok, start to feel a bit worried. There's definitely been some mixed opinions on the app so far. These are some of the headlines that are currently associated with the app. Now, they're quite scary. They're all about data privacy, security concerns. Have TikTok got their PR strategy in place? Are they coping with the increase in users? And I think this comes down to how you feel. Personally, I think if you're already using Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram, considering they're all basically the same thing, then data concerns, like, can you really be that bothered? They've done plenty of things that they said they wouldn't with your data. So it's about how you're going to use the app. You need to make a decision, weigh up your options. Do you want to download TikTok for yourself? Just try it out, see how you get on. You will become addicted, just saying. Or do you want to maybe not use it yourself, but suggest it for brands and just use it as an advertising tool? I'm obsessed. I recommend that you try it. And I would really, really encourage brands to use it as well. I think it's so powerful, and it's such an easy way to target the younger generation. Now it's your turn. Hopefully, after this, you will be feeling a little bit happier about TikTok. You'll know what it is, because Ian called it Tic Tac once, and I was like, what is that? They're very different. I would really encourage you after this session to go download the app, just have a go. Like I said, please like, comment, interact with posts so you start getting content that you would enjoy, and give it like a week. And every day when you get home, you'll be scrolling through for hours and you'll have no friends because you'll be obsessed with the app. But that brings me to a close. Thank you.